Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Jay with DCA Adventure, back again, and today we are going to go over the majors, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, what is going on in the markets. We're also going to chart some altcoins, but guys, this is not financial advice. Trading is super risky. Trade at your own risk. Super fast way to make money, super fast way to lose all your money. If you like our content, please like, subscribe, smash the bell for notifications. We would really appreciate it. Also, guys, shout out to DOGE Apparel. If you want any kind of cryptocurrency swag, merchandise, anything of the sort, go over to dogelord.com. The prices are cheap. The quality is very phenomenal. One of my favorite all-time stores. I won't buy anything anywhere else. dogelord.com. Don't delay. Buy today. Guys, if you would like super secret access to the DCA trading script, the DCA trading bots, and the private room inside the Discord where we're posting market signals, general market talk, what everybody's doing and looking at, you need to join the Patreon group, join my tier, Trading with the View. By doing so, you get access to all those cool things. But the best part is the DCA trading script and any of the other new trading scripts that I make for the Patreon group. And those guys get the news first on what I'm doing. We've had a couple good trades this week in the Patreon group, but we are unlocked. Early Christmas present, DCA team decided to unlock the Trading with the View section of the Discord. So you will get to see the private read-only signal channel. You'll get to see the Patreon general chat area where we all just hanging out chatting. And you guys won't get access to the bots we left those for the Patreons, but definitely go join the Discord. Get in there while we are still open for free. We're going to close right after Christmas, probably New Year Day, so go check us out. And we're also doing the same thing over on my personal Discord, Crypto Mentors. Me and my partner Astro Park opened up the whole thing for a few months. We are going to be closing it down though at the beginning of the year, and over there you'll get access to the trading bots, you'll get access to the signal channel. There's a couple different signal channels in there, but we opened it up everything so you guys can see it all. See if it's something that you like, if you value the information and the content that we provide there. And let us know if you guys want something different, you want us to start something different, you want us to add a channel. Just let us know and we would be happy to oblige you. Guys, I've been trading altcoins. As you all know, at the beginning of every video I shout out HyperTrader. Seriously, they make everything super easy. It's everything's in one spot. The latest news, their news engine, whatever they're running over there, it's very quick. And what's cool is it's pulling news from everywhere crypto. So I mean, it's getting a lot of stuff, and that's good when you're a trader. You want things in a timely manner. So getting the latest and breaking news over there on HyperTrader is super awesome. And not only that, but just being able to trade multiple different altcoins at multiple different assets all at the same time, chart up to 4 charts at once. That is a pretty sweet feature. TradingView does not let you do that. So links for them guys will be down in the description. Also, link for TradingView is down in the description. I really appreciate it if you go make an account over there, especially if you're joining the Discord for free and you're going to be in there looking at the scripts and everything like that. You definitely want to have a free subscription to the TradingView will work fine. But go over there, sign up. And guys, I'm trading on Phemex and Bybit. I really like Bybit because of the mutual insurance. You can hedge against your own position, which is nice. Basically, you're paying a percentage of your position size for the insurance, and it covers you on the entire amount of the margin risked in the trade. And what's cool too is you can also have insurance on your profits. So let's say you entered a long position on Bitcoin. Bitcoin went way up. You're 150% in the green. You can then buy the insurance, and it will cover you all the way down for your profits and for your your profits and your margin. I'm sorry. Boyd just turned his Xbox on. I'm getting notifications on my computer. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I had that turned off. But anyways, so Links for Bybit and Phemex will be down in the description. Please sign up to those if you're interested in trading. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. Also, I like Phemex because they have, you can, sign up for a main account, but then you can have sub accounts inside your main account. So you can have one sub account for scalp trading the hour chart, one sub account for shorts only, one sub account for longs only. You can have a spot trading wallet. There's multiple different things inside there that make it super awesome and convenient. So go check them out. I'm also going to be announcing a different exchange that I've been trading on here recently. I've had an account for a long time, but I just started using it again and just started checking them out. My buddy Nefarious, or no, it wasn't Nefarious, it was Nemesis and Mikkel, I think, had posted something about an exchange that they were looking at. So I'm going to be announcing that. They're all right. They're pretty good. They don't trade against you like a lot of these other places do, so you don't get all this scammy, crazy, real long wicks like you do on some of these exchanges that we're on. So that'll be next week's video. I'll be going over a tutorial on how to use the exchange, so stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. But all right, guys, let's jump over to CoinGecko. We all know crypto's been doing really good here the last couple weeks. Like I said, we've had a good couple trades in the Patreon group. I shorted a couple times on some scalp trades. My overall look for Bitcoin is we are going up, but I will definitely take the opportunity and scalp trade them shorts when there's a good setup. Breakout trades is about the only time I'm going to be shorting, and those are usually the only signals that I'm posting in the Patreon group when we have a good breakout pattern. To me, they're less riskier than trading off of other indicators, oscillators, and stuff like that. So definitely want to check that out. But yeah, Bitcoin, we have for the last hour we're break even 0.0%. We haven't lost anything. In the last 24 hours, we're at 1.9%. In the last week, 3.7%. And at the time of recording this, guys, it's 12/3/2020 at 6:01 p.m. So you guys will see this in a couple hours, and we'll see how relevant the things I say are. Ethereum, again with that, 0.0%, 3.3% up in the last 24 hours, and 8.2% up in the last week. That's awesome. Ethereum kicking butt. I did see a news article, I did not get a chance to read it, about Ethereum partnering with Visa, maybe, I think it was. I don't know. Let me know in the chat right now if you guys know who Ethereum just partnered with. Some breaking news, I guess. Tether is up. Usually when the stable coins are up, we see a red Bitcoin, so we'll see maybe people are starting to take some profits here. Litecoin down 0.4% in the last hour, up 0.6% in the last 24, and up 0.3% in the last week, or 8.4% in the last week. Sorry, I was reading Tether. Chainlink, we're negative 0.1% for the last hour, 0.0% in the last 24, and down 2.1%. I really like Chainlink. I still think there's a lot of room to make some money off of it for sure. It's a good project. I try to add a little to the bag when I can. We're gonna chart it later, so maybe right now is a good time. Cardano down 0.1% in the last hour, up 5% in the last 24, and up 5.7% in the last week. So it must have just had a nice little run. Polkadot, it's up 2.4 for the last 7 days at $5.42. Dot's all right, I guess. Stellar, I made some really good money with Stellar. I sold a bit early. I did sell at 18. It did go all the way to 22 cents, I think. But it is up 0.3% in the last hour, up 1.4% in the last 24, and down 5.8 in the last week. When Stellar runs, or should I say when XRP runs, Stellar runs. And I've knocked off some good trades with the XRP as well. Miggy Monero up, we're $133.42. We're up 1.7 in the last hour, up 5% in the last 24, and up 4.2% in the last week. So Monero is doing pretty good. Crypto.com coin down 3% in the last hour, down 3.3% in the last 24, and down 15.8% in the last week. which sucks. That one hurts. If you use the Crypto.com app and you have the debit card, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Neo, dang, back to $19.05. We're up 1.1% in the last hour, 6.3 in the last 24 hours, and down 2.8%. So dang, I know a lot of people are holding Neo bags, so it might be time to start getting off of them. Got Yearn Finance. It's at $30,000. Come on, people. How are we going to let Yearn Finance be more than Bitcoin? 2.2% in the last hour, down 2.9 in the last 24, and up 36% in the last week. So if you're holding Yearn, heck yeah. Uniswap, $391. It's 0% for the last hour, down 4.4% in the last 24, and up 5.8 for the last week. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's just jump over to the charts. So you guys know the Bitcoin's been going on quite the run here. We did make a new all-time high. Back at $19,933 on the exchange I am looking at. I think this is a Coinbase chart. But everything's going good with Bitcoin, guys. I'm pretty bullish. You know, there's not anything up there really as resistance to keep us down. So once we get through this little area, we can break through this little ceiling here. There's nothing stopping us. I think we're going to definitely see 25, 26K before maybe we take a little retest and come back down a little bit. This is on a 1 hour chart for Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to turn on, I don't have none of my MAs pulled up, but we had a couple good calls in the Patreon group using the moving average. We're just going to turn on the 2 tonight. We'll call this one our 50. And pay attention to how I'm putting these on here, guys. So if you're new, these are the moving averages I use a ton. So this is how you're going to put them on. So I'm using the 50 and 21. Also, guys, we can turn those off real quick. I made this script for the Patreon group. This is called the DCA SMA cross. It's using a simple moving average, pretty close to the same regular moving averages that I'm using. But what they do is they're going to tell you when the slower moving average crosses over top of a faster moving average, vice versa. When we get them crosses, we tend to get big price movements to follow. So like back on the 13th in the Patreon group, when I told everybody the 21's crossing the 50 on a daily chart. This is super bullish. Get ready to buckle up for liftoff, and we nailed it. It definitely happened two days after the cross. But here is the script. I'm gonna go over here onto a 1 day, and what the script will do, it's using three simple moving averages. We got your 21, that's the purple, we got your 50, that's the blue, and we got your 200, that's the red. So when the 21 moving average crosses above the 200 moving average, it'll print a purple cross saying, hey, I crossed. When the 21 moving average crosses above the 50 moving average, it will print a green cross saying that it crossed above. Now anytime it happens to cross the 50, it's going to print a green one, whether it's up or down. And same with the 200. Anytime the 21 crosses the 200, it's going to print a purple one, up or down. I still need to fix the cross for the when they cross the 200. When the 50 crosses the 200, I think it's showing a green cross too. But regardless, it's pointing out the crosses to you guys, so that way it's a little bit easier to keep track. You know, you're able to glance at your chart, see where the crosses are happening. simple little script I made for people getting into the trading scene and trying all this out. This will definitely help you out. I like to trade moving averages. I think they're very important. Like, look at that. We had a nice little drop there. I wish it would have went down to the 21 week. Down there at the 12,700, 800. Since we're on the weekly, we'll just, or no, let's go over to the monthly. So guys, we are so close to a double top at, on this chart it's showing right around $20,000, $41. But we did have we do got a double top going on over here, looking on the monthly. If we don't go any higher, I would consider this a double top, and we probably would reject. Double tops are bearish. So this is the area to look at, guys. This is do or die right here. We need to get a break above this area, and we want to see it close. And if at all possible, come back for a retest and make sure that we can keep this as support. But we got to get above this area. Maybe come back down, tap it a few times. We want to validate support. A nice consolidation period before we really take off. Because like I said, this is the do or die. There's nothing else in our way once we break up above this area. So that's very good news for Bitcoin. We just need to get it there, and it's gonna happen, guys. Right now where we are at, we'll talk more about it when we get down onto a daily chart. But what we're at is, you know, there's a lot of people saying, hey, this is a good time to take profit, and we got a lot of people selling Bitcoin right now, as we do, you know, buying Bitcoin. But we got to keep plugging away, and we got to keep nicking at the sellers, and eventually they're going to get exhausted. And once the sellers get exhausted, guys, it's going to be time for real liftoff, and we're going to go. But like I said, we want to establish a nice area of support in order for this to continue to be a healthy move up. The longer we stay in this area between, you know, 19,500, 19,400 and 20,000, the longer we stay up here and the more we trade sideways, the better. That's more time for people to be able to get rid of their Bitcoin that want to sell their Bitcoin, and we just do it nice and slow and at a good rate, and things are going to continue to be good. We're going to continue to go up. I think that you know, most big people like the whales, institutions, if they were going to sell the Bitcoin, they probably would have already done it. We did have a nice little whipsaw where we came back, and we did test all the way back down to 16,300 area, 16,200 area. That was a decent little sell-off, and who knows, that could have been institutions, that could have been some whales, a group of people, you know, trying to create a big sell-off like we had over here when we got up this high. The last time we got up this high, you know, a ton of people were like, hell yeah, let's take profits. And that's why we got the big sell-off and the big dump down. This time is a little bit different, guys. We got a lot more people believing in the Bitcoin, believing in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. It's a whole different move here where we're at now than it was back here. And like I said, that we need, you know, the longer we're up here, the better. If we do retest again and we do break back down, you know, be looking for that area right around 16.5. Starts the decent area. Wow, it's kind of small, really, but it'll be the first area of support. It'll be first little hiccup we get if we come down. But I'm always looking at the moving averages. Those are the bigger, better plays for me. I'd wait till we got a nice retest of this 21. These are longing opportunities. Anytime we test the 21, or we come down and we test the 50-week moving average, you want to be buying here. We're going long. We click back over here to the daily. Okay, let's scroll in here. And on a daily in the Patreon group, we did trade that 21-day moving average, and this is what I was talking about on a weekly. I'd like to see a nice retest of that 21. We're going to buy, go long here, and then obviously you can see that we've been moving up. We do got a nice little trend that we're following on an hourly chart. I'm going to scroll down to the hourly and show you. First though, back on the daily, if we were going to test back down on that 21-day moving average again, be looking for right around the $18,000 area, 18,100. Decent little retest. But that's where I'd be putting my long position, and then putting my stop loss, just below the 21, maybe down at 17.5, 17.6. Then also, if we do break that 21-day moving average, and we happen to get a close below the 21-day, I'm going to be looking to either short on the retest on the 21 when it comes back up to it, or I'm going to wait until the retest of the 50-day moving average and take another long position there. And that's right around the 15,600, 500, 15,500. And looking left on the chart, you can see we did have a little bit of support there. Let's just shoot us a line across and we'll figure it out. So we'll go to the top of that 50-day moving average, and then let's put another one at that 21. So you can, if you're starting to look left here, we got support there, and it does retest over here on the run up, and then we got a little bit of support over here too, right around the 15,500, right where that 50-day moving average stops. Obviously this moving average will move daily, so it might be something different, but these are the moving averages that I am watching and that I'm trading. Let's reset the chart here. All right, on the DCA trading script, I mean, it's just been, I told you guys last week and the week before's video that this was a huge momentum wave. I've never seen the script print one this big. Never seen the VWAP wave, the yellow wave that's there in the background, kind of looks greenish. Or no, that's the money flow index, I'm sorry. But the VWAP wave is pretty big. The money flow index wave is huge. That's buying power coming in, is that big green wave. So as you can see, we did drop on the momentum. We didn't even hit oversold yet, and we just we came right back up. So there's tons of room to keep going up before we get into the overbought. We like to say our overbought line starts at 60 and then ends at 80. So anything in between there, the script is printing out signals, printing out bearish and bullish divergences, printing out potential tops, potential bottoms. And it's just letting you know all kinds of different stuff. But I mean, it's straight across there. It's resistance every time. We got the VWAP that went way under zero, and it shows that right up here. Anytime VWAP is like below zero and is starting to curl and go up above zero or pointing towards zero, you want to wait till we get to zero, and as soon as it breaks, you want to be buying that asset. You want to be holding that asset. And then vice versa. When it gets to zero and it starts creeping under zero and going negative, you don't want to be holding the asset at all. And the higher time frame that you're looking at this trading script, the more weight you're going to put in to what it's telling you. So again, we do got quite a lot of room yet to go up, and it wouldn't surprise me to see that momentum wave come back up there. But it did. Each one of these triangles is a potential top. You can look at it as a shorting opportunity, a short signal. I look at them as tops, and when it prints a blue or green triangle, that is a potential short-term bottom. And you can see that here was a top for this little run. And it's pretty accurate about showing you. I mean, they're damn near every triangle's right on a red candle. Red. And then even these little dots, these represent small buy, small sell. So this is just telling you, hey, this is a potential shorting opportunity. There's a green one. It's kind of hard to see. there's a potential longing opportunity on top of the wave. And then I'll do the same thing when we're underneath the wave. It'll print red and green for longs and shorts. Just something to be aware of, so you know. Okay, let's shrink that DCA script down. Let's scroll out on. Go down to a 1 hour chart. Let's get rid of the moving averages. But even on the hourly, using the simple moving averages, you guys see that how when it prints the cross, saying that the purple crossed above the blue, how we get the nice run. It printed across, we went underneath the blue, boom, we did get a dump. Back when it crossed back here, said hey, it crossed. If you'd have bought here, you'd have been good to go. On the hour chart though, for the near term, it does look like we may have a head and shoulders pattern right here play out. If it does play, I'll be looking for a drop down to the 18,700 mark. I'd say anywhere from 18,872 down to 18,500 area as a decent area of support. Back here, I showed you on last week's video, and I told the Patreon group before I showed you guys, but I was looking for a double top trade, and boom, nailed it perfectly. We did get a double top. I did not short the entire dump, but I did make a nice trade. I took profit somewhere. I think it was down here in this little hiccup. I did not catch the rest of the trade, but I was aware of the double top. I made the Patreons aware of the double top. Anytime we get close, just like we are now, we're up there really close. You know, this is always a potential that you could, you know, take advantage of knowing what a double top is and knowing how to react to it. And this would have been a perfect example. Now, if we come over here to the right of the chart, we have another double top right over here. Boom, boom. Hit there once and stopped, hit there twice. You could almost call that a triple top. I mean, technically you probably could, but I'm looking at it as a double top. And yes, we got the rejection just like we'd like to see on them double tops. So that'd have been another good play. I was not trading at this time for this over here. But I do try to get the guys in the Patreon group to be aware of these things on the chart, because you're looking at this on an hour chart and we got some good moves. Now you see one of these on a daily chart, the move's going to be a lot bigger. So you know, if you can capitalize on that kind of move, you can really do some very good things for yourself with them kind of profits. We're going to jump over here to Ethereum. Okay, so with Ethereum, let's get rid of all the drawings. We're going to go to the daily. Alright, with Ethereum, close to a double top action there again. We are at a double top right now on Ethereum. It is 622. So let's see what happens. It may reject here and go down. I typically trade these M patterns. I typically would take a short right here. So we'll see what happens. Let's just for the record, let's just say we'll go short here and see what happens. It's at $624. So why don't we just pull up the paper trading, and we'll just do it right here. Now you're gonna right click, you're gonna hit trade, you're gonna hit sell Ethereum. We'll just sell one at market. Let's do 500. Ah, crap. We'll exit that out. Go market. Wait a minute here, it's not letting me do anything. Yes. Okay, now let's redo this. We'll go to market, sell, and we'll just see what happens. But that's how you would paper trade on TradingView if you do it. But this is a double top area that, like I said, I normally would trade these. But be watching for a retest right around the $537 area on the daily chart. And then if that breaks, the next area of support that you're going to have is 487 down to 435 is a decent area. 457 is right around the 50-day moving average, which is another longing potential. If we break these two moving averages, guys, you need to turn bearish. Things are going to go way downhill on a daily chart like this. We usually get big dumps. And we didn't so much back here, but if we get a 50-day that crosses underneath the 200-day moving average, that is a death cross, and things usually dump. When that slower moving average is on top of the faster, that is bearish. So you can kind of see over here that the 50 crossed the over top of the 200. That 200 is the red line. So this is a golden cross right here. The 50-day moving average crosses the 200-day moving average. We get to cross, and we was already at the top of the pump. The death cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses underneath of the 200-day moving average, which we got right here. But remember, guys, that these are simple moving averages. They're a little bit different, so it may not depict exactly what would happen. So 465 on the 50-day moving average and 537 on the 21-day. So keep those in mind. Watch those. Again, on Ethereum, we got quite a ways to go before we're back at the all-time highs on Ethereum. This area of resistance, right around the 653 up into about 832 is going to be tough to beat. I've been saying it for weeks now. And then after that, you got another area starts at 933 and, you know, up $1,000. So it's going to be tough, guys. I think it has the possibility to do it. I drew these the other day in the Patreon channel. And it was funny because right after I drew it, then I seen all kinds of places like the news articles and people on Facebook, or not Facebook, in my crypto groups, drawing these and saying, look at the huge cup and handle. Boom, there's a cup, there's a handle. Usually we get a little squiggly over here, a little consolidation, and then up again. So definitely want to pay attention to this type of pattern. Dang it. These play out usually pretty good. To do a measured move of that, you need to find, I call it the neckline, I guess what you would call on a Head and Shoulders. But you want to find where the ends are the closest, or it could be a little bit off. It doesn't have to be textbook, but you know, it could kind of have a little tilt to it. But if it's like that, I just come over here and just draw my thing at an angle, kind of down. And you can do it like that and kind of get a guesstimation. We're just going to draw it straight because it's kind of weird like that. So we'll just say, let's just say that the neckline comes all the way back up. But that'd be right there because your handle starts. So then we're going to take another line. And you want to go from right at your line at the top of your cup. And you want to go down to the very bottom of your cup. Now you got it just like you would a Head and Shoulders. And now we're going to put it on top of the line and see where that measured move is. And that's running you right at $837. You're looking left on your chart, and boom, that is an area of resistance. So hopefully we get a nice break above that, come back, test as support, $830 area, guys. So be watching on Ethereum. Let's take a look at the Litecoin. All right. Sorry if you hear my kids screaming. Litecoin, man, it's just waiting. I'm telling you, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Here's the area of support that we drew a while back. I did tell the guys to, it was in a video, one of the videos I did, I told you guys to long on Litecoin. If you'd have listened. Back here at the cross, I told you about the 21 and 50 week moving average crossing. If you would have bought back here and longed, you would have had a hell of a gain. Litecoin is running into some resistance right now. This is a double top. You could maybe call it a triple top. It is a triple top. Let's shoot a line across here. So you could kind of, that's a little bit past top, but you got a top there, you got a top there, and you got one there. So very important area for Litecoin right now. It is at $93.68, or it was. That was the high it got to. But it definitely, we could definitely reject here. I'm going to put these in, and then when the video premieres, we'll see what happened. We're going to sell Litecoin. Market. We'll sell 500. Boom. But yeah, guys, there's resistance here. We'd like to see a break above this and then close for some support and validate some support. But the area of resistance that we're going to really have to fight through starts right around the $103 and ends right around the 150. So it's got potential to do it, guys. I think it'll do it. But we got to get past these hurdles on these double tops and these little resistance areas. I remember back here at this huge head and shoulders. Oh man, I wish we could go back to those times, huh? There's still time. There's still time, you guys. If we were to dip back down to that 200-week moving average, that's right around $72. The 21-week moving average is at 57, and the 50-week moving average is right around 53. So, you know, $50 Litecoin, I don't think we'll ever see again. I know you hear people say it all the time, but I don't think we will. Going over to the daily on Litecoin. Again, guys, I told you we were close to that double top area. Really need to be paying attention to that on the daily. The daily 21 MA, we're looking right around the $80, $79, $80 for a retrace. That would be healthy. Even down to the 50 would be pretty healthy. The 50 days right around $65. And we do got all kinds of support down through there. Look at the daily, though, at these head and shoulders. You got a nice shoulder there, a nice head there, nice shoulder there. Those are bearish. Drop down. We got a shoulder here, a head here, and a shoulder here. Drop down. These are all things that you need to be aware of, because if we see them playing out on a daily chart, the moves are going to be a lot bigger. Simple M pattern, like we always point out, very possible this could happen. But you guys see why I stress so much about trading these 21-day moving averages, these 50-day moving averages. The 21, when the 21-day moving average is above the 50-day, every time we come down and test it, buy long. So we came up, came down, you bought long. Came up, came down, you bought long. Came up, came down, you bought long. Went up, came down, we did pass it, and this one did close underneath of it, which is not usually good. Normally when it does get a close under it, we continue down, but we did not. I think this was just, like I said earlier about Bitcoin, this was just the big people trying to shake people out, trying to cause a huge sell-off to scare people, and there were just way too many people buying. Way more people know about this cryptocurrency than they did back in 2017. So, but if something would happen here, guys, and we come back down to this 21, I'm going to attempt a long. It may not work. Our stop loss will get us out, and we'll be waiting to take it down at the 50-day. If the 50-day doesn't hold up and we break through that and close under it, then all hell breaks loose and we go right back down to where we started. Kind of hope sometimes. But all right, let's jump over. Let's take a look, see if we can look up some of these altcoins. Zell token, Zell to Bitcoin. My buddy Mikkel loves this here. So, and man, has it been just freaking nice downtrend here. This has a ton of potential. So just going from wick to wick, you could do something like this, but in this case I kind of like to go body to body. Yeah, don't look too bad right in there. So Mikkel, if you got this daily chart pulled up on Zell token and we get a break above that 50-day moving average, is that point 1,000,161. We need a break above that 50-day moving average and a close above it before you want to start thinking about longing. But you really want to wait till this 21-day crosses over that 50-day moving average. When that happens, that's when you want to buy. In my honest opinion, I'd wait until the moving average crossed before I bought anything like it did back here. And look at the spike, boom. But then we crossed back underneath here and been in a downtrend ever since. So be watching this one. It is forming a very nice channel. I mean, this is how you want your trade setups to look. This is a picture perfect setup here. And it's even kind of squeezing in, so it's bound to bottom and break up, and this may be bottom here. We did get a test of that 200-day moving average, point 1,000,028, no, 303, point 1,000,303. So keep an eye on it, Mikkel. You could definitely make some money here off of this one. It did get a nice bullish divergence. The DCA script did show the bullish divergence, and we did get it, but the sellers just beat it right back down. I don't think there's a whole lot of people in Zell, and not a lot of people know about it, so it's very easily moved. You know, hell, we could probably get a group of 10 of us together and pump and dump this thing over and over and over again. A lot of room on the DCA script though before we get up in there into the overbought area, so that's good. That 21-day moving average is holding us up as support as of right now. In my opinion, well, see, I normally long that 21-day moving average, but it's not above the 50-day, so I would not long that here. I would just wait, but this could be a potential bottom. As long as we break the 50, we got to break that 50, or that 21's got to cross over the 50. Let's take a look at Helium token, HNT. If anybody is interested in hosting a hotspot, let me know. I'll give you my link, and you can get you a free rack miner. And it takes literally 5 minutes to hook it up to your internet and point it out the window, and boom, you're making a little bit of HNT. For free. You don't have to pay for the miner itself. The person who owns it, Emirates, they do get a chunk of the profit because they bought the rack miner for you, and you're just hosting it. So let's go to Tetris. Okay, so on the Helium token, guys, for the daily, this is super big. We did get the 21 crossing over the 50. We did come back down and break underneath that 21. It acted as resistance that whole time, but we are above it. We need this daily candle to close above that 21 moving average. I seen Helium over at $5 not very long ago, so super good time right now, in my opinion, to be buying it. It's not all the way played out, and it could be really ugly, but we may be able to say that's a head and shoulders. If that is, it's not going to be good for Helium. It probably will dump down a little bit more if that indeed does play out. So be aware of that, guys. But be watching this daily. If we close above that 21-day moving average here in 20 hours, we just had a daily close. And it was we just barely got it too. I think we're just above. So I'd like to at least see this candle close above that 21-day. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable about entering a position. But be keeping an eye on that. And then obviously, guys, be looking up for your resistance. The first area starts at 150 and then ends right around 190, almost $2. So you got 20 hours basically to decide on this one, guys. Hell, it might even take off and get a really big pump, and then you'll be pissed. Like, why, Jay? Why'd you tell me to wait till it closed? I should already bought. We're kind of in an in-between right here. Things get gray, and you need to be patient, and there'll be other opportunities for profit. So, Chain Link, my buddy Nefarious. Old Nefarious. You better be watching. Ooh, Link on the daily. Came back down, tested that 21-day moving average. What are we going to do, guys? Well, the 21's above the 50, so we're going to take a long position here. We're going to go long, and then we are going to put our stop loss right underneath the 20. So here's our long. Right here is our stop loss. So you're going to go long, stop loss. So let's trade it. We're going to buy Link. Quantity, we'll go 500. Market buy. Boom. So we'll check back on these, see what I did, see what happened. We might not make it till next week. I might have already taken profit depending on how good the trade went or how bad it went. Maybe I'll see if I can document all this stuff, and we'll show you how we did. But yeah, guys, that retested that 21-day. We just had a new candle start. Well, for Link on this exchange, we got 17 hours left, and no, 17 minutes left for the daily on this one. So if it closes above it, that's going to be a good sign. If it doesn't, then we're probably going to get a drop. I'd be looking for the drop around the $12.44 area. Very, very possible. And again, guys, this could be the head and shoulders here. Be looking, yep, for resistance right around $14.20 all the way up, the biggest part of it around to the $16 area. So it's got some fighting, and it's got some areas of resistance definitely to break through. But you guys can see that every time we got that 2150 day moving average cross, that we had to price move, and it crossed underneath, we had to move down. And any of these charts that I showed you today, if you zoom way in, you spread it out, you can draw triangles in there and play these breakout trades. You want to go body to body on your candles. And you can just wait till we break out of it. And see, I like to just draw my support in there. Dang it. And then I just wait till we break that pattern. Alright, so we got, let's take a look at Algo real quick. Alright, Algo. As of right now, we got 15 minutes left in the daily close. Maybe I was wrong on Bitcoin. Maybe I was looking at that wrong. I thought it was hours instead of 20 hours. Maybe we only had 20 minutes left. But anyway, does not look good. Looks like a gravestone doji. It looks like or a tombstone doji, you could say. But regardless, it's an upside down cross with a long body and the cross being towards the bottom of the candle. These are usually bearish, and we did see this at an up move. So this could potentially be a reversal candle if it closes the way it's closing. So like I said, guys, you want to see these type of candles play out at the top or the bottom of a run. So if it was vice versa and this candle was flipped upside down and it was at the bottom of a run like this one here, so we had the big move down, then boom, a doji, an indecisive candle. Typically means reversal. We take off the other way. 14 minutes left, guys, and we'll see what happens with this candle. And then we'll probably reverse to the downside. And if we were going to retest any of these moving averages, we got that 200-day moving average right around the 32 cent. Then you got your 21-day moving average right around 30 cent, and your 50-day moving average right around 28 cents. And we did get a nice bullish cross back here, guys, but this is not how we want to see the moving averages set up. We want the purple and the blue line above the red line. Okay, so we want our moving averages, the 21 and 50, are faster moving averages because they're calculating less days. We want them above the slower one, the 200. The 200-day moving average is calculating 200 days, so it's slow. The 21-day moving average is calculating 21 days, so it's fast. It's faster than the 50-day moving average. But those are the three that I like trading with. But normally, guys, we want to see those moving averages above the 200-day moving average before we start taking our long positions when we retest it. When we're underneath the 200-day moving average, and we don't trade the 21-day moving average no more. Okay, we only trade the 21 and 50 when we're above the 200. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are staying safe. I'm hoping you're enjoying some of these gains off these markets. I'm hoping that what I've charted and what I've been telling you the last couple weeks, you've really got something out of it and you were able to learn something. This is why I do it, is to try to help you guys and try to teach you something. Not doing this to, get famous and be rich and all that. That I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in helping and seeing everybody win. There's not enough people that want everybody to win. It's always everybody for themselves, and so that's why I do it, guys. So please smash that like button. Give me a comment on what you think Bitcoin or any of the coins that we charted today are going to do. Let me know what your favorite altcoin is so we can chart it in next week's video. But with that being said, guys, I will see you at the premiere. I will see you Friday at the live stream. And I forgot to say something about it because I didn't have everything pulled up, but there is an Aeon poker tournament December 12th, I do believe. We will try to I'll try to see if somebody can post the info in the chat at the premiere of the video. But be on the lookout for that. It's super awesome. You can win some very good prizes, and it's free to play. So our buddy Yashnik and Aeon are doing the poker tournament. But all right, guys, have a good night. Stay safe. I will see you in a couple hours.